What is the best way to effectively reach and connect with an audience to communicate your food science research? In this video, we will focus on understanding target audiences and how that might shape your science communication, starting with your key messaging. This video is one of a 5-part series by FoodStories exploring the use of storytelling for food science communication. Depending on the definition, storytelling can range from a simple metaphor that puts large numbers into a more understandable scale, to epic sagas that explore deep philosophical questions. At their core, stories help audiences understand themselves and the world around them by using a wide range of elements. But how we use these elements will depend largely on the key message we want to communicate and who is our target audience. Who are your target audiences? The target audience can be defined as the people we want to communicate our research story to. A common mistake is thinking of them as simply the public. But within the public, there might be people coming from different backgrounds and who may have very different opinions, values, goals, interests, skills, knowledge, and so on. This means that they might interpret the same story in different ways. This is why it is so important to narrow down our target audience, understand who they are, what they care about, and tailor our story to them. But how do we begin to understand what our audience cares about? There are many ways to approach this question, but in this video, we introduce a specific approach called a persona. What is a persona? A persona is a fictional profile created to represent an average member of our target audience. Imagine you walk into a room and sitting on a chair, you see a person that represents the target audience you are aiming to communicate with. Who are they? Give them a name. What is their background, hobbies, preferences, and knowledge? How old are they? Or is their age not important? We use fictional personas to understand how we can communicate effectively with our audience. If they have specific preferences and characteristics, they are no longer just everybody or the public. Once we develop a persona, we can consider what level of storytelling is appropriate for this persona. What would be the appropriate language to use, including tone and jargon, so we can communicate scientific concepts in a way that resonates and is understandable? How much data can we show, and what phrases or sensitive topics should we avoid? What medium and channel would the persona prefer? Would it be a short video or an article? Would this persona like anecdotes, jokes, or metaphors? Well-researched personas can help us understand and connect with the target audience's needs, interests, values, motivations, and potential concerns. This allows us to tailor our communication to them more effectively. For instance, if your persona is skeptical, you can design a story that addresses doubts, provides evidence, and builds trust. If the persona is a highly educated scientist, the story can dive deeper into complex details or explore advanced findings. This way, target audiences influences our key message and vice versa. But remember, personas are not real people, and they will only give you a vague snapshot of your real audience. If you know somebody who is part of the target audience you want to communicate with, we recommend you also talk directly to them and ask about their preferences and interests. You can also search the academic literature. Plenty of qualitative data regarding specific target audiences is already out there. The key message. A key message is a core idea or takeaway message that we want our audience to remember after hearing or reading our story. Ask yourself, what are you trying to explain and to whom? For example, what problem is your research trying to solve? And why should your audience care? What is the value of your research, and who is going to benefit from it? It is okay if your topic is only addressing a small part of something larger. For example, your research might allow other scientists to study a specific topic in more detail. Check out the message box exercise in our toolbox to learn more about how to define a key message. Using the right channel. Once we have a clearer idea of our key message and the target audience, it's time to think about which channel or medium we want to use to spread our story. Will our key message best reach the target audience through an article, or perhaps a speech in a live presentation? Through social media? maybe in a video or a podcast? Selecting the right channel for storytelling ensures that the key message is accessible, engaging, and impactful for the right people. In this video, we talked about the importance of knowing your target audience and how to start the journey by creating a persona. Considering the preferences and needs of your target audience ensures that your story is not only seen but understood, engaging the audience effectively and making the science more relatable. Want to keep experimenting with new ways to tell your story? Follow the links in the description to check out the other videos of this series. You will also find links to more resources created by the FoodStories Erasmus Plus project, focusing on storytelling and food science communication.